what I thought of covering today is marginal histogram and how to show or hide underlying data. So both of the visualization today is focused more on distribution. So before going into the visualization, just we will try to understand what is the use case or what is the data structure and what we are doing here. So let me open the data. So here if you see, we have like pickup date time and the total amount, only two fields. So what it says is what's the pickup time of the taxi and how much is the amount charged, only these two fields. With this, we will just try to analyze how the bookings and how it has happened also.
So Jairam, okay. So this is what you're showing, is it? So how to make this particular one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Yeah.
So currently in the y-axis, what we have is hours from it's like 24 hours. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that till 23. And the x-axis we have days, Sunday, Monday, and till like Saturday. So what this says is like combinations of booking on the particular time. So for example, here 38K represents the number of bookings on Sunday at 12 a.m. and this says like 33K. What it says is like number of bookings at 1 a.m. on Sunday. So this what this heat map says, and what this bars on the right says is like total number of bookings on the particular hour. So for example, here it seems to be like 6 o'clock is the peak time where most of them books. So it's quite evident. And most of them leave office, they will go for like book taxi and they will just proceed. So also we are able to see the top portion which day are is more profitable or most number of bookings has happened. So on and all, with like only two fields, we are able to analyze how the booking has happened more granular level at the time and day basis, and also at aggregate level how it has happened day wise and hour wise. So this is like with two rows of data, we are able to just get this much of information and we can analyze. So this is about the visualization. If you have any doubt like what it mentioned or how to interpret, we can just ask now, or else we can just go forward and see how to make this in Tableau. Chaitanya, you're on mute.
Sorry. So it's going from 0 as in 12 a.m. all the way until like 11 plus, right? So that's the 24 hour, is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically we can see that 4 a.m. is when everybody is like asleep. Isn't it? Yeah. Or at least, it doesn't say it's asleep, but that's when you have the lowest number of rides, I guess. Okay. And the highest is at like 6 o'clock in the evening, huh? So everybody is like trying to get home, the peak traffic season, peak traffic time. Okay. So
also one funny thing. So you can imagine that people may be returning from offices, and that's why you can assume that 6 o'clock it might be peak. But if that is the case, then people will also go to office early in the morning. We should have seen a similar peak in the morning hours. But we are not seeing that peak in the morning.
Correct. So I think one thing, I totally agree with that. See, I think one other thing that I'm seeing here is that the sort of gap between, if you leave out, let me just quickly request remote control just for a second so that I can just point this thing. See, so if you look at this particular area, right? So mostly, look at this. If you draw a line here, most of the hours are, most of the whatever, bar sizes are around that. Okay, if you leave out the 0 to 6, okay, if you leave that out, everything from 7 to all the way till 23. So because to Jagadish's point, right? If you have really peaks, then the peak would be much larger than the troughs. But most of the day seems to be centering around a single number. But so what are those numbers? So we have to mouse over in order to know how many. Is that correct, Jairam?
Yes, Chaitanya.
Okay. I think so. For example, okay, so this is 301. So this is only 437. Okay, while it seems like about a 50% thing, but if you look at this, right from 7 o'clock, we have 238K and 301K, and even At almost midnight, you have 232K. So the swing is not much except for this period, I guess. Okay, yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, Chaitanya, on this, I would on Jagdish's point,
Yes.
he's telling that the morning and the evening, they're not equal, right? We'll expect them to be equal if they're office going. That was his point, right? But
there is no peak in the morning, right? That's the issue. Yeah, okay.
It must be similar or something like that. If 6 o'clock in the morning means 8 o'clock in the morning, and maybe 6 o'clock in the evening should be similar. We expect that to be similar. But if we take the Sunday into account, if you look at the Sunday, there's some there are people who go are moving even in the Sundays, right? So that means that the data, like 45K people are moving even the Sundays at 6 o'clock. That means that this data in other days will be people going from office plus going somewhere else also. So they're not just office going people. So people who are going to restaurants also, because if they're 45K people are going on Sunday, that means they're not going to office mostly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good observation. But I think this will be all commutes, Sanjay, not just office goers or goers.
I know. I'm trying to tell why it might not be equal. I understand that. To Jagdish's point, he pointed out it's not equal, right? So this might be the reason it's not equal in the morning and the evening.
So what exactly is the cause you're saying?
So in the morning, if 50,000 people are going to the office, and in the evening, 80,000 people are moving, right? So that the 30,000 extra people might be going to the restaurants. So that's why it's not equal.
Yeah. So I think you're right. I think that could be one reason. I think maybe Jagdish, you can clarify if I'm wrong. What you're saying is, there is no peak in the morning. That's your observation, right?
My observation was why is the morning and the evening not similar? If I'm going to if they're just office goers, that means it will be equal. So it means that there are much more diner goers or movie goers.
There can be anything. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I think
why they should be equal, because the total is different. They are not only office goers.
Correct.
They are the all commute.
Yeah, that's what.
This is probably like something like Uber data or something like that, right? So is that correct, Jairam?
Not sure, Chaitanya.
Not sure? Okay. Yeah.
All taxis maybe, because...
all taxis, yeah. So see, commute means it's just like who uses road, right? So people use road for any and all kinds of things. So I think what the motivation is difficult to attribute. But one thing is reasonably clear, that in the evening, 6 o'clock, everybody is going home, except when they are on shift, or probably they are going to office, who knows, those who are on shift, right? So you see in a lot of BPO companies, people are going to work at 6 o'clock in the evening, right? So yeah, I think maybe what we can conclude is that, hey, there is a peak at 6 o'clock in the evening. That is something we can conclude. But the motivations, etc., we are unlikely to arrive at here, unless we have more information, I guess. But you are right, Sanjay. So there are other, it's not just office goers, but there are a lot of other motivations with which people have come out. I think that's the main point that you're saying, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, understood. Okay.
And just to counter and defend my own point here. Normally the people have different mindsets. So what I mean by that was, like in New York, I have come to know by a few friends that early in the morning people prefer to walk to the office. So they have some nearby offices. Unless they have very far offices, they will take a cab or taxi. But early in the morning, they prefer to walk. And later in the evening, while they are returning, so I don't know, they may be tired after a long day or something, and they'll take a taxi. And this kind of supposedly a major trend, at least in New York, I once came to know. We are from them. So maybe because of that, though there are people, but they're not taking. It's not being recorded. So that means it could be a major portion in the peak. But yeah, as said, it's not just about the office force. It's a complete mix, as you all know, obviously. So yeah, but just what we can say is there's a slight lesser number of people who are going to office at the early hours via cab, and more number of people That's what I'm trying to say.
Got it. Okay.
Possible, yeah.